Welcome to Behind the Bid. My name is Emily Einekner. I'm with the Downtown West Allis Business Improvement District. Today we are at Soundcheck Entertainment and Studios, and I'm here with owner Michael Grossman.
Hello.
Michael, how are you?
Hey, thanks for having me.
No problem. So how long have you been in West Allis?
Oh, we are going on 4 years, somewhere around there.
4 years?
4 years in this location, yes.
And what do you specialize in?
Right here in this building, we do music lessons for basically all ages, kids, adults, piano, voice, violin, guitar, drums, just about everything. And the other half of our business is the production side of things. So we do a lot of festivals, rentals for sound equipment and lighting on the weekends, or actually any day of the week. And then we work with a lot of restaurants and venues for their sound and lighting needs.
Are there any big festivals around the area that you guys take part in?
We do a lot of the German festivals, so My Fest at Estherbrook Park, Downtown Oktoberfest, the German Christmas Market of Oconomowoc, and then there's a couple other, some smaller beer festivals we got coming up in September. Waukesha Oktoberfest will be a part of as well.
So when somebody hires you to come do a festival, what does that all entail?
We do all the sound and the lights for the bands. So when a band shows up, we're the guys that are talking to, setting them up, making them sound good. We're there from beginning to end of the whole weekend or a one-day festival, whatever it is. So we're mixing the bands and doing all the sound and lighting production.
And if a festival wants to hire you for an event, about how far in advance should they do that?
We've got yearly, annual weekends. The weekend after Thanksgiving has been booked for the last 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Every year we plan on doing this big German Christmas market of Oconomowoc. When we make that rapport with our clients, we just block those dates off and plan on doing them every year. So, we just booked one for a raised grain brewery in Milwaukee.
Oh, cool.
That's going to be September 23rd, and that one we just got a couple of days ago. So,
and so now you also do the music lessons.
Yep.
How many different instructors do you have on staff here?
Including me, there are 7 instructors. I could name them all, but you're better off just going to the website because they've got long names. But like I said, we do violin, piano, voice lessons, if you can hear that going on right now, drums, guitar, and just about anything that we can think of.
So what made you move to West Allis?
I lived in West Allis. I lived up on 84th and Orchard. And when I decided to open Soundcheck Studios, when I decided that I wanted to do this, I was teaching at other locations, other music stores, actually in West Allis. And I decided that I wanted to keep it here. I wanted to keep it local. I think that West Allis didn't have a lot of music education, private music education outside of the schools, whereas a lot of the other suburbs like Wauwatosa and New Berlin, Waukesha have their music locations or music education locations. And I thought West Allis needed one. And I really like the downtown district. I looked at a lot of locations around the area, and I think this is the prettiest part of West Allis. A lot of traffic, a lot of people walking up and down the streets, a lot of people driving by, and it's been very good to us.
So the students that come in and take lessons, about how often a week do they come in? Is it weekly, monthly?
The goal is weekly. The goal is once a week for half an hour, kind of like an enrollment. Like this is where you're going to be Monday at 5:30. We're very flexible with our students, especially in the summer months when there's vacations and other things going on. But yeah, we try to, the best results you get for taking lessons is once a week for a half an hour.
So somebody that definitely wants to pursue music in the future, you would suggest the lessons on top of school and...
Yeah, well, I mean, it isn't, that's for kids. I mean, my love is when we have students that start off at like age 10, 12, and then they get to the high school age. And then I'm just like, sign up for band. Be in band. You've been taking lessons for 2 or 3 years now. Use it. Put it towards something. We try to do events where we get our kids playing. We do the recital over at Inspiration Studios every 6 months. Get the kids up, get them playing. But and then there's also the adults, and then they're always coming in here, and they're not signed up for any band programs, but they wanna just sit down at home and play, and then eventually some of our students have gone on to start bands.
So when is the next recital up at Inspiration Studios?
We don't have anything scheduled yet, but it's typically May and November. So we try to do them right around that time period. One of the great things about May is that when you have WSMA, which is the big solo and ensemble for students to perform, having already done that, and sometimes they didn't get a chance to perform that solo that they did for their families, we ask them to bring it for the recital. So especially when they've been working on it with their instructors back here, then they can go and show it off to their family and friends.
Right now, what are some of the more popular instruments that kids are taking lessons in?
Voice and drums. That seems to be the biggest things that's prevalent in music today. Guitar is always popular, but it's not as big of an instrument as it was 10, 15 years ago. A couple of ukulele students, because that's the new popular instrument, and it's relatively quick to pick up and learn. And I love ukulele because it's kind of a gateway instrument to, well, maybe it's time to pick up the guitar.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of relation between the two that doesn't make it as difficult to just make that leap.
So you said you're also an instructor here. So what instruments do you play?
I play drums. That's my main instrument. And I also play guitar. I teach beginning guitar. I have 3 guitar instructors here. So I teach all the beginning guitar students when needed, and a little bit of ukulele too.
So if somebody wants to come in and take a lesson, or if they want to rent some equipment, how can they get a hold of you?
We have 2 websites. One for the music lessons is soundcheckstudio.net. And the other side of it, for if you have any type of production, sound, lighting, speakers needs, that's soundcheckentertainment.net. And then the phone numbers are all on the websites.
Once again, I want to thank Michael for taking the time to sit with us today. Again, my name is Emily Einechner. We are at Soundcheck Entertainment and Studios, and we'll see you next week on Behind the Bit.